Eva Ollikaienn nýr aðalhljómsveitarstjóri og listrænn stjórnandi Sinfóníuhljómsveitar Íslands. Hún stjórnaði sveitinni fyrst fyrir 14 árum og segir hana miðla og skilja tónlist á einstakan hátt.
The Iceland Symphony Orchestra is a very communicative group of people. With each piece of music that they take, they try to find the meaning, what is behind the notes. And that's quite fantastic, and that they do this also with contemporary music and not just romantic repertoire. That is quite unique. And this is definitely something that already the first time when I came to Iceland, I fell in love with this feature of the orchestra. We have the beautiful hall, Harpa, and Eldborg, and I think we really have to try to make the most out of this hall with fantastic acoustics, so that we, the orchestra, that we really use the best qualities of this hall, so that we know how to play the hall, that the hall doesn't play us.
You turned to conducting at an early age. What was your introduction to music? What instrument did you play as a child?
I was 3 years old when I started playing the piano. I was fortunate enough to start at the Sibelius Academy Youth Department when I was 12 years old. There was a conducting class in the youth department, and this was just a matter of calling the great maestro Jorma Panula. Can I come? And he said, yes. And so, tomorrow, what will you conduct? And I was like, oh my God, what will I conduct? I don't know. Well, take Mozart 40. Okay, see you tomorrow. And that was it. Then I started in the master's degree in the Sibelius Academy when I was 17. And when I was 19 years old, I started in the real conducting class, you know, the one for professional studying. Now that I look back, I might have been a little bit too young for my personality and my character. It was too young, but I survived, and here we are today.
I can imagine that it's important for the orchestra to have sort of a comfort zone, to have a home, a stable place which they're proud of and feel good in. Do you feel that Harpa is this sort of environment?
Absolutely. The orchestra loves being here. I'm absolutely positive about this. I love being here. This week has been amazing. The sun has been there every day, and I consider myself so fortunate that every break that we have from the orchestra, I can see this beautiful scenery. It's absolutely amazing, and it's so important for the musicians to have a hall with this fantastic acoustic where they can work. This is a very complex process, the programming, and I have a fantastic programming committee. I have a fantastic artistic advisor, Arni Heimir, and myself. We are together trying to find always a way to form a season program so that it would be interesting. There would always be something new in the program that we haven't heard before, but also to maintain some of the old favorites that both the orchestra but also the audience love. We live in a quite interesting moment now, I would say, because one could say that there has been quite a lot of structural discrimination in the past. Last week, when we had a concert with the Iceland Symphony Orchestra, we played a piece by Joseph Boulogne, who is most likely the first classical music composer of African-American origin. When we started to work with this piece, I asked, just out of curiosity, the orchestra members, how many of you had ever heard of this composer before it was in our season program? 0 people had heard of this composer. And this is a composer who was active in the 18th century. Why didn't we hear? We have all studied in universities all around the world. We are not like graduates of one university where there would have been like discrimination, but from all around the world. How is it possible that we had never heard of this fantastic composer? Same goes for female composers. I mean, it has just... whoever has been writing musical history has maybe seen that, I don't know, that it wasn't important to mention these composers for the future generations. But now, in this time, it's fantastic because these people start to emerge and it's fascinating. This is definitely a part of our programming mission to bring also composers from the past that weren't given enough space after their death or even sometimes during their lifetime.
The orchestra itself is a diverse group of people, and I imagine it's quite a challenge for a conductor to bring the group together and make it sound like a symphony. Do you consider that to be your role, and how do you go about it?
Well, of course, this is the most essential task of a conductor. I think it's obvious every orchestra is full of characters, and it's fantastic. There are as many opinions as there are players in each orchestra, and this is the way it should be because everybody is a highly professional musician.
How do you go about the communication with the band during a concert?
If everything goes really well, then the conductor can eventually get everybody in the orchestra to want the same goal with the piece. But I think also the conductor and the orchestra, they have to find each other. The conductor needs to know what the orchestra musicians need. Yeah? This also varies from orchestra to orchestra. I'm sure also from hall to hall. You know, even if your own part might be really easy right now, but a colleague is playing something enormously difficult. So how can you have the same energy if, let's say, I'm playing only long notes right now? How can I have the same energy as the one that is really sweating there? And this is one thing. The other thing is also that when you truly open up your ears, and this is really something that I hope we can work with the Iceland Symphony Orchestra to like truly become one unit and to breathe together.